Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the ACT. We have been solving ACT math problems out of this book here, the official ACT prep guide. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problems that we are about to solve are the ones that you will find on page number 304. Please turn to it. Page number 304, and today is our lesson number 21. Today we'll begin doing the math problems from the second test. If you're interested in watching the solutions to any of the problems from the first exam, you will find them on day number 1 through 20. Those were the problems that you will find on page number 164 through 179 of test 1. Let's take a look at the first problem of test number 2. It says, a restaurant occupying the top floor of the skyscraper rotates. You must have the book in front of you. It's very important. I'm not going to write down obviously the whole thing. And it says it begins rotating. They noticed that people who were dining, they noticed that at 7 o'clock they were looking north, and at 7:45 the thing itself had rotated 180 degrees. So we are told that it rotated 180 degrees in 45 minutes. In 45 minutes. The question simply is, how many degrees will the restaurant rotate? It's a rotating restaurant on top of a building. How many degrees will it rotate in 1 hour? We'll set it up as a simple proportion problem and solve it. Here's the degree, here's the time expressed in terms of minutes, and we know that it rotated 180 degrees in 45 minutes. The question is, how many degrees will it rotate in 60 minutes, in 1 hour? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, cross multiply and separate the x. If you do that, you find that x is equal 45 times x. If you cross multiply, 45 times x is 180 times 60. And don't waste your time trying to figure this out. Never do that. Never start computing things in the middle of the process. Wait until the very end. And therefore x equals to 180 times 60 over 45, and you will see that once you simplify things, the things are not as nasty as they look in the beginning. 180 divided by 45. Do you know how many 45 in 180? Well, that's very simple. If you double 45, you get 90. And if you double 90, you get 180. So there are 4 45s in 180 degrees. 45 crosses out, 180 becomes 4. That's it, that's your answer, 4 times 60. X equals 240 degrees, which is answer choice C. Let's move on then. Problem number 2 says, 12 item cost $18. 12 item cost $18. Question is, what's the cost of one item? Oh, for crying out loud, this is too simple. One would cost $18 over 12 items. 18 divided by 12, I hope you're able to see that if you divide 18 by 12, it goes into it once, and then we have a remainder of 6. 6 divided by 12, because we're dividing it by 12. 18 divided by 12, in other words, is $1.50. $1.50. $1.50 because 18 of course is made up of 12 plus 6. I'm explaining too much, you don't need it. It's $1.50. The answer is $1.50. Let's move on then. Next one, number 3. In number 3 we have a rectangle, which we are told it is 4 by 6, a 4 by 6 rectangle. What's the question asking? Number 3. It's a blueprint of something, and the blueprint is 4 by 6 inches. And we are told that your friend wants to know the length of the shorter side of the apartment if she knows that the length of the longer side of the apartment is 30 feet. So this longer side, this longer side here, 6 inches equals 30 feet. The question is, how many feet would this be? How many feet? 4 inches. Let's find out, shall we? 6 inches, we are told, equals 30 feet. Well, if you divide both sides by 3, we find that 2 inches equals 10 feet. If 6 inches equals 30 feet, 2 inches should equal a third of that, which is 10 feet. And we want 4 inches, and therefore 4 inches will equal 10 times 20, 10 times 2 or 20 feet? The answer is 20 feet. Let's move on then. Number 4. Number 4 is a very simple problem, very straightforward problem. In a few seconds time, you will begin to wonder why this guy is making a big fuss about it. What is the reason for it? Just be patient, you will get something out of it. That's it, we are done with this thing. Number 4 deals with average, problem of average. We are told that we had $8 million in profit each year for 3 consecutive years. And then the next 2 years, we had a profit of, for the next 2 years, we had a profit of $9 million each. The question is, what is the average profit per year? What is the average profit per year? Now listen very carefully, okay? You can solve this problem in a very classical way, very traditional way, very orthodox way, very conventional way, very nerdy, very nerdy, very geeky, very academic way. You could do all of that. Or you can do it the quick and dirty way. The quick and dirty way is what I want you to learn. The quick and dirty way to solve algebra, the quick and dirty way to solve the average problem on the exam is what I want you to learn. You will save a few seconds. I want you to watch day number 2. If you have not watched all of these videos, at least go back and watch day number 2 and you will get something out of it. I'm not going to go into all of this thing right now. We're just going to solve the problem, assuming that you have watched day number 2 and you understand what I'm about to do. And if you have not watched it, watch that video first, day 2. This is what you do. We have 3 consecutive years where we had a profit of $8. They don't have to be consecutive. Consecutive plays no role. The point is that we have 3 numbers which are 8, 8, and 8. And then we have 2 numbers which are 9 and 9. They don't have to be like that. They could be in any order. The point is, what you have to understand is this part. What you have to understand is that instead of 9 and 9, had it been 8 and 8, listen carefully, if we had a profit of $8 for 3 years and then for the next 2 years we had a profit of another $8 each, what would have been the average of these 5 years? Well, they're all $8. The average would have been 8, obviously. We don't have to do anything. But they're not $8. We are told that there's $9. It's not a big deal. It's $9. It's $1 additional dollar here, $1 additional dollar here. What we have to understand here is that these 2 additional dollars that we have to be spread over 5 years. These additional $2 we need to spread over 5 years. That's it, we're done. The average would have been 8 if they were 8, 8, 8 and then 8 and 8. But it's not 8, 8, 8 and 8 and 8. It is 8, 8, 8, 9 and 9. $1 additional here, another dollar additional here, 2 additional dollars to be spread over 5 years, and therefore the average is 2/5. 8 and 2/5. That's it, we're done. The average is 8.4. 8.4. Don't waste your time setting it up in a very classical manner. It's a waste of sheer waste of time. Do you understand? Let's do one more, shall we? I want to do one more. One more similar to this one. Similar to this one. So we're going to have $5 profit for each of the 4 years. We're done with this one. So the next problem, which is the bonus problem, it's not in the book. We have $5 each year for 4 years. Then we have $7 each year for 2 years. It might not be a bad idea actually to pause the video at this point. Pause the video at this point, solve this problem in the same way that we did this one, and see if you can actually do it on your own. Not the classical way. Do you understand? The quick and dirty way. This is how we do it. Pause the video if you want to do it. If I'm going to give you 3 seconds to do just that. Alright, let's do it together. It's very simple. Look, we have 4 years. 5, 5, 5, and 5. These four of them. And then we have 7 and 7. Pretend that these 7 and 7s were 5 and 5. Had that been the case, if we had $5 in profit for 4 years and another $5 each year for the next 2 years, the average would have been just $5. But it's not $5 for the last 2 years, it is $7. We have 2 additional dollars here, we have 2 additional dollars here. We have 4 additional dollars to be spread over how many years? what? To be spread over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To be spread over 6 years. That's it, we are done. So the average is 5, and then these 4 additional dollars to be spread over 6 years. There you go, that's your answer. Of course, you can't leave it like this, you have to simplify it. So the final answer is 5 2/3. 5 2/3 dollars, that's it. $5.67, $5.66, whatever you want. And the question asks you approximately what is the average approximately, the answer is about $5.70 or $5.67. You understand? That's what we are done. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.